And then the government shut down, which is, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of this is just to deflect from the Epstein stuff.
It is. Everything that's happened the past month has been a deflection.
It's
and then him
crazy how
talking
much of
about
it-
Amelia Earhart, dude.
Wrong files.
Wrong files, dude.
The History Channel
Yeah.
already covered that.
Yeah.
We knew
Give
she
us
ran
Epstein.
out of gas.
Give
man.
us Epstein, my dude. And I am going to get up and get one of them watermelons.
It is all. I'll grab them
Or
for
you
you.
grab them for me. Them
It
things
is
are
all connected,
delish.
man.
It is, dude. They don't want us to know that the cult leader was on the plane.
He was on
going
there.
to and fro to the Epstein land.
Yeah, and the whole kit and caboodle, they were all involved in the pedophilia. You got Peter Thiel and the Antichrist
Pedophilia.
shit. Peter Thiel, dude.
Peter Tilia. Welcome back to This Place Sucks. How the week been? Has it been weekend?
Only halfway through, you know what I mean? We're on that hump day.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice, crisp fall day. It's October 1st.
It is October 1st,
It'll be
baby.
October 5th when you guys hear this, or 6th.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Be October 6th
You know.
when you guys hear this. But we're recording on a Wednesday, which
yeah.
is unusual for us, getting it out of the way a little early.
Yeah,
Thank
and
the Lord.
right now we're currently keeping up with the Reds-Dodgers game 2.
Yeah,
and,
praying.
The Dodgers are up 3-2 right now, so we'll let you guys know by the end of this episode if we're pissed or not.
Yeah, we'll be doing a little minute, you know, not minute by minute, but you know, we'll be doing some updates here and there.
Go Red Legs.
But mostly there.
Yeah, you know, the Bengals, dude, have really shit the bed this year.
I know them.
It's not, and we're not having a good time.
No, yeah,
It's
I mean,
not fun, man.
It's one of those situations that's just like,
yeah.
we're gonna lie to ourselves.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna say
know.
it's gonna be okay. It's not.
But the moment that the injury occurred,
Yeah, we
that
knew.
was
We
it was
knew,
just
dude.
over.
We knew that. I think it's a testament to how good Joe Burrow is. Like, that team is so fucking good when
Yeah.
Joe's there, and he really covers up how bad that fucking team is, dude. Like, we know the offensive line struggles. Like, it's not good. We know last year the defense was ass. But this year, like, seeing all of that without Joe throwing 250 yards and a couple touchdowns every game, like, yeah, dude, it's a problem, man. And I don't think that there's any – I don't think there's a light in sight, buddy. I think this season's probably – I could be wrong. Maybe I am, but –
the best you can hope for is an early return.
mm-hmm.
And even then, how big of a hole –
Yeah.
I mean, there is a point where you can't dig yourself out.
No, yeah.
you know
What's
what
the
I
point
mean?
of Joe coming back early if we're 2-7?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and even if we are, and we could still win out and make the play, why even do that? Like,
Well, I mean, if we could still, if there's a chance, that's,
there's a chance,
the
yeah,
chance
but
is the reason.
yeah, the
sometimes,
chance
you
is
know?
the reason. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, what's the point of rushing him back to possibly get hurt again to maybe win 10 games in a row? You know, what, like, the odds of that? And then you throw away your good draft pick too, because they would get a solid pick if they finished out shitty. So I don't know. Now, if Jake Browning if Jake Browning and the gang can string together 4 or 5 wins between now and the time he comes back,
if he could just,
that's
if he could
fine.
get a couple in there, man.
Yeah.
It's just
keep it winnable for
it
Joe
doesn't
to come
look
back.
like
No.
he's got the sauce.
He doesn't. He
You know?
doesn't. He's an average quarterback. It's back up for a reason, dude.
Yeah,
He can throw lightning in the bottle every now and then.
but I really think it's who has the budget to keep 2 first-string quarterbacks?
yeah, you can't.
you
Yeah,
know?
you can't do that, man. Like, he's a good enough backup to when shit goes awry. But when something like that happens, and now he's got to be your starter, that's different.
And it's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I get it. He's got Jamar and T, 2 of the best wide receivers in the league. But he also is dealing
Can
with
he get the ball to him though?
He's
You
got
know
a
what I mean?
horrible line, you know. So like I say, it goes to show how good Burrow really is.
And I'm not you know me, dude. I'm a very casual
Yeah,
sports fan.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm just
But even you as
since
a casual,
we got Burrow, I've just been holding out this
Yeah.
hope that was never there before.
no, yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It was fun back in the day to watch some games here and there where like Ocho Cinco played.
Yeah.
You know, like the stars, but it's like this quarterback with this team, it breeds a level of excitement.
Yeah, and then
then
they go to the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, that's where it really.
Yeah,
and I was at a very, not excellent. I was at a very like low key, not a bad vibe, but a low key Super Bowl party. It was me and like 2 other people.
Yeah,
3, and just sitting there being like, damn, dude, Cincinnati at the Super Bowl. It lit like a spirit of awe in me that I hadn't had in a while. Not since I was in the psych ward in 2013 watching fucking the
Louisville?
2013 Braves.
Oh, the Braves. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Not the Braves, the Reds. I was
when
Reds,
they went. Yeah. That
in
was the last time, I think.
I was up there in Edgewood, right by Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere in there was electric.
Yeah.
The 2013 Louisville championship as well.
Yeah.
But no, that was in the.
That was a good time.
Damn.
That's a long time ago, ain't it, dude?
Well, it's just crazy to think that that was in the early part of the year.
Yeah.
And then later in the year
it was baseball. Yeah.
I was in the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that was a cool time because it was Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Kentucky lost in 14, but it was just wild that 3 years in a row the state of Kentucky was college basketball.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. That's pretty tough, dude.
Kentucky does do college basketball, man. I mean, even some of the smaller schools end up with pretty okay teams here and there.
Yeah.
And
We're
even like
basketball state.
It's just they've really changed university funding a lot in the last like decade or two.
Yeah.
To really,
what's
circulate around athletics.
I wasn't.
Which
I've
isn't
always.
A bad thing. I mean,
I've liked sports. Don't get me wrong. I never really played much besides baseball when I was younger. But when I got into watching the Bengals in high school, man, I always liked them because they sucked. Because they were not.
They're the underdog.
Yeah,
you got this home team.
Yeah.
Smaller Midwest city underdog team. It's fun as fuck to root for them. And what you want is the one.
Yeah.
I don't want a dynasty team. I don't want a fucking Patriots. I don't want, I want a team that struggled for decades, wins one.
Yeah.
Struggle
for a couple more decades. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2, another few years down the road.
I want that high, and then I want to chase the high again.
Yeah.
I don't need
I just
want
to have that one piece of memorabilia from that one time they won.
Yeah, right there. Yep.
You know what I mean?
But I really got enamored when they went to the Super Bowl because I really I seen my family.
I didn't think it was possible.
Stop, bitch.
I was thinking about the last time.
My cat's on the doorknob.
I see the doorknob moving. The last time they had went to a Super Bowl was '88. Yeah, and they lost.
Right before I was born, dude.
And then the last time they'd won a playoff game was '91, right before I was born.
Damn.
So when I was sitting there, I was like, when they kicked the field goal and beat Kansas City to go to the Super Bowl, I literally was sobbing because I was just so happy. I was crying.
Oh, I remember.
Because I was like, man, that's my family, my mom, my uncles, all these people that are diehard Bengal fans. They finally get to see it again. And I think that's why I wanted it. I didn't even go to a Super Bowl party. I watched it with mom and dad. I stayed at the house that night.
I'm the type of dude that will watch. I watched footage of Philly winning and just the city erupting. Actually, honest to God, and this is gay.
Yeah.
But the end of that Philly, it's a two-part episode when the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, when they play the montage of just the city celebrating.
Yeah.
That brought I don't think I cried.
Yeah.
But it brought a tear to my eye.
I just want to go. I want to go to the parade. I want us to go to the parade when we finally do it and just be in Cincinnati and see the players coming down with the fucking trophy. I want that in Cincinnati so fucking bad, dude.
Dude, well,
crazy.
When I was in treatment, when I was in the Grateful Life Center up there, that rehab up in Covington, we were in downtown Cincinnati at some big ass Catholic church for a meeting on a night that they just won a game. It was just a standard season home game.
Yeah.
That they won, and I remember being downtown, and it was fucking off the chain, dude.
Yeah.
Even all of us coming out of the fucking meeting, just going to the coffee shop. I mean, the streets were
Yeah.
fucking chaos, dude.
Yeah. It's a good feeling, dude. I want
to be up there if they win the fucking Super Bowl. It'd be great.
I didn't do any. I watched when Kentucky won the basketball championship in 2012. I was at the house. I watched that one with Dad. And
which Kentucky's won 4 or 5 championships in our lifetime.
Yeah.
They were 94 or 97.
It was like 90. I think it was 97, 98, or 96 and 97 or something like that.
97.
And I think they went in 98 or something.
And then 2012 and 14.
And 14 they lost, yes. I mean, we've seen 3 since we've been alive.
I've seen them in the Final Four
several times,
a bunch of times. So it feels like they've won
But
more.
I watched that one with Dad. And then 2013, of course, the Cardinals watched that one. They won. And then 14, when Kentucky went back, they were playing UConn, and I said, I'm going to go. I said, I didn't go in 2012. I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to go down to State Street, and I want to be there. Like, I got invited to a frat house.
Yeah, you and my girlfriend at the time went, and I was in jail.
Yeah, you were in jail. You just got locked up, yeah.
She called me from the party, and I just remember being, like, so fucking furious. Not at her for going, because she told me in advance you guys were going.
Yeah.
I knew shit was straight, but I was just like, damn, I'm missing such.
It was such a good time,
a party right now.
I think it was me, her, Elwood was definitely there. He rode down with us.
Sounds about right, yeah.
John Michael was there, Williams. But we ended up at the Frisbee team's frat house. I'd never been to a frat house before. On State Street. This house is fucking packed with drunk college kids.
State Street gets wild not during anything.
I graduate 2010, so 4 years. How old I would have been? 21, 22? Maybe,
yeah, about 21, 22.
So I'm in there. We're all partying. We're having a good time, whatever. We start watching the game. And as the game goes on, it's looking like Kentucky's probably not going to pull it off. Now, when I get to this party, if you're coming down State Street and you've got all the houses and shit, everything's got Kentucky banners and shit. And it's cold. It's wintertime because it's in March.
Yeah.
So people are out on the porches. Like, everybody's out, dude. And everybody's just ecstatic that Kentucky's back. So I get in this house, dude, and it's a rager. It looks like a scene out of a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And throughout the night, the vibes just completely started to dwindle.
Yeah.
And I remember telling Andy, I was like, look, dude, like, I'm not being that guy. I was like, but
they light stuff on fire here.
If we don't win this game, dude, like, cool, we're decked out in Kentucky shit. Like, cool, we're in, like, it's still going to be bad.
The riot, if they win, you're not in danger.
If the riot, when they lose, we're all in danger.
Everybody's mad at everybody.
I remember we had rode there with some people, and we were staying at Dwayne Robbins and Nikki Hill's apartment, which was
Wayne Robbins?
Dwayne, not Dwayne. The Wayne Robbins. The Wayne Robbins. So we're staying at their apartment, which is like across the city. I mean, it's still like close, but like, you wouldn't want to walk it. It's like a 5-minute drive, but like a hour walk.
Brief pause. We may get a drop in. I don't know if he's going to come up here or not. Andrew's coming by to grab his
I wish he would. That'd be so sick.
Leaf blower. And see, Anna's fucking calling me right now. I told him to just...
And it's fine. Keep this running.
I'm going to answer this.
This is good for the show.
Hello?
You don't have to talk into the mic.
Yeah, it's Andrew. He's going to come grab his leaf blower and the ladder out of my truck.
Yeah. It's fine. Anyways, I don't want a dead air. Quit talking to the mic.
No.
That's crazy work.
Love you.
So anyways, we're at this party, and
that didn't pick up the phone.
Like I said, we didn't want to, you couldn't walk it back. So Kentucky loses, buzzer goes off. The house is dead silent. And there's like over 100
yells race war.
There's like
everybody starts.
There's like 100 people at this house. You could hear a fucking pin drop, and I'm like, dude, this is not good. So I open up the door, and I look outside, and the streets are slowly like people are gathering to the streets.
Walking Dead,
I watch a group of dudes go up to a stop sign, and they start turning this motherfucker out of the ground. They put it through the front windshield of somebody's car. And then all hell breaks loose. So I go back in the house. I remember I over the next 20 to 30 minutes, like, shit has gotten really bad on State Street. I remember getting Andy, and I said, hey, I forget who was with us at that point in time. And I said, we gotta find a way out of here. Like, we gotta go. So we're walking down the street, dude. There's police everywhere, a SWAT team. Like, you know how this shit goes.
Yeah.
I remember we come around the corner, and there is Nick Carroll. And he stopped at the stop sign. Nick Carroll's right there. We get in the car with him.
The one that's ripped out of the ground?
No, not the one with the stop sign through the windshield. So we get in the car with Nick, and he drives us back to the Waynes, and we get there, and there's so many people from Carrollton there, dude. Like, it was a huge house party after the fact, and it was not as fun because, obviously, we fucking lost.
Yeah.
But I could hear the helicopters going over the apartment complex and shit. Like, we're watching the news, and, like, all hell is broke. Like, it was badass. It looked like Escape from L.A., dude. Like,
yeah,
it was tough. I wish we would have won, but I'm glad I got to experience that. It was pretty fucking cool, dude,
I remember,
honestly.
the year before when Louisville won, when they played Kentucky, there was a big riot. And I remember posting on Facebook, went down to Lexington last night. Me and my buddies lit a cop car on fire. I think some college kids took the blame, LOL. I posted that on Facebook. Got 2 or 3 reactions, whatever. Right. Forget about it. 6 months later, I noticed a message in my request box from, like, Michael Wilson, WDRB. And he's like, hey, how's it going? I work for WDRB news station in Lexington. Just wanted to ask you a few questions about your post. And I, like, look at the time and then look at the post from that day and see what he's talking about. And it was that one. I wrote back, hey, man, that was just a joke post. I've never been to Lexington, Kentucky.
That's so good, dude.
Yeah, dude, in 2012, I went to 4th Street Live for the U of L UK game. It was the Final Four game where we lost to them.
That's the one Kentucky won that year.
Yeah, right? They ended up winning that year. So I went in a fucking, and you probably saw pictures at the time, but I went in a full body red spandex suit, like a green man, a red man type deal. And after the fucking game, when Kentucky won, we turned the corner to go off 4th Street Live. We're going down to Spinelli's on 3rd down there, and there's just like a group of dudes decked out, shirtless with like the blue paint all over their bodies and shit, and they just like point and yell, get him!
Oh, no.
And they fucking start chasing us, dude. So I split from the group, dude, and I'm like tearing this thing off my fucking face, man, so I can fucking see.
Right.
And I just like run a few blocks and like circle a couple ways, end up meeting them back at Spinelli's, but it was something crazy. Like crazy out of a fucking movie.
I love that kind of shit. Sports rules, dude.
Yeah.
I love sports. Sports are fun, bro. It's nice when teams that you like or semi-like or around your area are doing cool shit. Like,
yeah, I tell
if
people,
the Cardinals went back, we would be in
not a
Louisville
sports
partying.
guy,
you know, yeah.
But
I'm not
like
studying
sports.
Statistics, but I do like watching the games.
You're
and keeping
you're
up with
way
shit.
closer to a sports guy than I am.
Yeah, but I'm still not.
Most guys at my level of knowledge are like, oh, sports ball, dudes touching each other.
Yeah.
That's all, that's stupid.
I don't really follow baseball much aside from just the Reds, and I don't really. I mean, I follow football as a whole because I play fantasy football, and I also play Madden like a motherfucker. I'm not a gamer, but I love Madden. I play Madden religious every year. I buy it. Like
most dudes that play video games.
I love playing Madden, dude. It's my favorite. So I know,
games or fighting games
and UFC,
but they're not.
Sorry,
I'm gonna take this down and put it right here.
But yeah, like I know a lot about football or players and shit because of Madden and then fantasy football. You know, skateboards are just
fuck is going
this
on.
This episode rules, dude.
The ghost of fucking Tony Hawk is
this is that
my
organic
room.
shit, you know. But yeah, like I love that shit. So football rules. Like that's probably the only sport I like. If I was a sports guy, like it would be because of football. But
I think all sports are fun to watch. Either on TV or in person. Like, baseball is an in-person game. I think football is fun to watch in person or on TV.
I can get into baseball if the Reds are playing, though. Like, something important. Like, last night I watched the game, and I was pretty sucked in just because it's the playoffs.
I'm not a big fan of just, like, raw analysis, watching the ESPN talking heads type of stuff.
No, I watch like a pregame show before my game comes on, but I'm not waking up extra early to fucking watch, you know. Yeah. I like to do the college ones fun, the college game days, because they're at the college, and they've got all the students there and shit,
I get
and
the
they'll
appeal.
do like that kind of
I'm
shit.
Just saying
but
I don't get that deep into it.
No, yeah, I'll catch a little bit of that before I go to work.
I'll put it on the Olympics.
Yeah,
I'm not, I don't know shit about curling, but I watch it every time, dude. I want to see them move them big.
Yeah,
those stones look so smooth, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They do make it look impressive.
I want to touch one.
Yeah, I just want to see what it feels. I want to see what that thing do.
I feel like everybody watches gymnastics these days just because you're like, that's
fucking crazy, bro.
As far as just like raw athletics, like watch me do some athletic tricks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's like the most appealing about skateboarding, because it's like the most visually appealing athletic
There's people that don't like that skateboarding's an Olympic sport now.
And I get that. I do get that.
Not throwing shade at David Noble. I'm not.
Well, it's like the same. I'm not a huge fan of anything that I liked growing up.
Get you a
that was
honeymoon
counterculture being mainstream, but I definitely think that skateboard is 1,000% enough of a sport.
No, yeah,
to be
it deserves to
Olympics.
be in the Olympics, absolutely.
And also, there's a class of skateboarders that's like, if you don't let them have the Olympics, they're just going to come to every competition and take everything anyway. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these Japanese guys, your Andy Anderson types, these dudes that can do like just about anything.
Yeah.
You got to send them to the Olympics and make them do certain specific shit.
Right.
Otherwise, it's like, where's the fun in it? That's why like the NBA is significantly less fun to watch than college basketball.
Yeah,
They're
I don't like the NBA.
good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I enjoy watching the NBA, man.
But the Olympic basketball games.
Yeah,
it's fucking fun again.
Yeah,
because you get to watch. Then pretty much almost no other countries have great basketball teams.
Yeah,
but most of them have pretty decent teams.
I think that's another disconnect. Like I can do, I can do college basketball because they play 40 games. It's fine.
Yeah.
NBA they play like 180. Same with baseball.
Yeah,
Baseball's got a really long schedule. Like I get it, but that's what's perfect about football. College and the pros, because there's not, a lot.
I guess it's fun to get to watch a bajillion games a season.
I guess
if you're like a diehard fan. Also, a lot of baseball guys are statistics and fantasy.
Yeah, they like.
I feel like
shit.
fantasy baseball was big before fantasy football or any of that shit. I think so too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seems like you watch games like Moneyball.
Yeah.
Or movies like Moneyball, and it's
good.
like, this is like, it seems like it's a game built for statistics.
Yeah.
Well,
it's also a game too where you can't do anything that like. Baseball is a weird one because it's not like the others in terms of like if you're playing football and you get picked off and they run it back for an interception, like the defense just scored you. Defense in baseball is to stop you from scoring in general, not that you can score on defense.
You can't.
If that makes sense. Yeah. Same with basketball. You can always take the ball away. They could go down and shoot, miss. You get the ball back. Like it's a constant. The ball is live. Baseball is not like live in a sense of the offense has got their 3 outs and that's it. Versus when you're playing football, anything can happen.
There is no immediate turnover.
Yeah. No turnovers.
Situation.
Yeah. But that's also what makes baseball fun too.
Yeah.
Is you have a chance. You're going to get back up to bat until the end of the 9th or
the inception of
8th
these
or whatever.
Sports is always a little bit interesting. Like, it's like they came up with these systems of. Like football's a weird one, like why 6 and then 1 and 2, you know what I mean? Like, why in basketball start with a 2-pointer and then you go down to free throw and that's 1. And then from the things 3, you know what I mean?
It's also weird too with football.
Soccer keeps it straight, hockey keeps it straight. 1 is 1, you know what I mean?
I've never studied the history. Maybe I should learn about Lombardi a little bit more, but with football,
it had to have come from rugby, right?
I guess, and it's weird it's called football when they only kick the ball.
Or did rugby come from football? You never know.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's never how you'd imagine.
And if we had a producer, we could look this up right now.
One day we'll get there, dude. I mean, we don't have the budget of a Drunk Buds. You know
we're not Drunk Buds. Check out Drunk Buds, by the way.
We can't afford an L. Murphy right now.
Yeah, we don't have L on the payroll. But yeah, like it is weird that it's called football. I know they start every game by kicking the ball off. I get that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be called kickball?
I think they expressly, I mean, this is me taking a shot in the dark where I feel like I might have seen something. Just pulling from the ether here.
Well, John Foot invented the football.
I feel like they expressly wanted to have their own strictly American version of a game, like an American game straight up, and just stole the name football.
From soccer.
Like, well, we don't play soccer here.
Yeah.
And then when it came around, they called it soccer. Although, I read something recently that it was called soccer originally, and that like football is the translation into Latin languages of the word soccer, which is like whatever. Fucking Indo-European or something. You know what I mean? Anglo-Saxon.
And I'm sure some asshole comment on this and explain.
Shout out if you know. And if this ends up as a clip, the shout out if you know in this as well.
And while we're on the subject of extreme sports, why don't you pick you up a honeymoon skateboard deck?
Yeah.
We're talking made in the U.S. And I didn't just read that off the sticker.
I need you to do me a favor.
What?
I'll coordinate it, or you can, but you need to meet up with Cody Kinman, shout out.
Yeah, Cody.
And get that deck artwork.
Yeah.
Because David, I'm going to mail it to him. He needs to direct scan it.
Okay.
Fax it to the company so that they can have a flat, perfect version of it.
I will do that this week. I'll get a hold of him.
Because we want those decks by our January show, and it takes 90 days.
Okay.
So
I'll get them this week. I'll get the artwork. And,
yeah.
But yeah, check out Honeymoon Skateboards, the official
Etsy.
sponsor of our podcast.
They're on Instagram.
We'll drop the link for you. Pick you up one. They're great boards. They're great decks. We skate them. They're not cheap pieces of shit. Like, that's a real, legit skateboard made
you get them
from
for $40
real,
though,
legit distributors. They even come sealed and wrapped in plastic, just like one you get at the skate shop. I mean, that's a legit skateboard. It's crazy to know that one of our buddies has a fucking skateboard company, and we've kind of dreamed of that since we were kids. So shout out to David Noble. We love David very much. Owned and operated by a veteran.
Yep.
Kind of cool.
For you dumbasses that say I don't support veterans,
yeah.
one of my best friends is a vet.
That's a vet right there. He's got a skateboard company. Why don't you support him?
Which I'm technically involved in, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I had somebody the other day. Let me tell you about this ignorant shit, dude. So, God, fucking Louder Than Life, man. I want to like it because they're getting better acts every year. It seems like a great time. But in the Facebook group, go ahead, pause. Is it important?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As it currently stands at the end of the 6th, the L.A. Dodgers are up 7-2 on the Cincinnati Reds.
Fuck, man. Cannot catch a break in the city of Cincinnati.
And we've got the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, obviously, to try to catch up. But we are down 5 at the end of the 6th. And things are not looking good for Terry Francona, baby.
Yeah.
Terry two-time. Whatever, dude.
Us,
anyways, man, fuck that. Back to Louder Than Life, dude. They've pissed you off.
Somebody had posted something about, like, oh, we need to get a veterans something booth, or, like, get veterans in for free. Something dumb that was, like, taking it a little bit too far. Everybody was posting these veterans appreciation posts that was like, here's me in my uniform, and here's me at the rock concert. And it's like, fine, cool.
That's cool, yeah.
That is a type of social media post that I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? But yeah, I couldn't find the specific comment, but I remember it being something asinine, like, Louder Than Life needs to let veterans in for free, or this, and this. And it's like, okay, let's... You know what I mean? Like, let's chill out here. They don't need to do anything. That's a lot of... Even I, as not a fan of the festival, I'm like, logistically, the festival would be veterans only if they're letting in veterans. Surely to God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get your
They
point.
would take them up on that offer.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, she comments on some that fucking clip of us from Steven and Them's pod under Kenton's comment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and Kenton said, it's such a weird way it was said, because Kenton's like, I'm just going to say it, Jourdain's handsome, or something like that. And she was like, yeah, handsome, but he doesn't support our veterans. And if he doesn't like our veterans, and thinks that serving our country's funny, he should go over there and get blown up with the kids in Gaza.
That's crazy.
So it's weird for so many ways. Like, first of all, if you're coming for me, come for me. Don't agree that I'm handsome, and then, you know what I mean? Be like, handsome, yeah, fucking right. This ugly bastard hates the troops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would have been sick.
Second
I would
of
have
all,
liked her comment if she'd have said that.
you're supporting the troops, yet acknowledging that children are being murdered in genocide. By whom? I know it's not our troops. It's the IDF troops, but, you know, it's our best military alliance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a very weird comment. I didn't understand it. She started messaging me all kinds of hate, like I'm going to call all the comedy clubs and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, dude, I tried to, like, be reasonable. I was like, hey, I think you misinterpreted whatever happened. Like, I'm down with vets. My best friend's a vet, you know what I mean? Genuinely don't have an issue with people who served. Have an issue with, like, the government. But
don't we all?
People, you know.
No, yeah. I
the
got
general way everybody
You literally have nothing
feels,
but love for the veterans.
Yeah.
My whole family's full of veterans.
The general
way
way most normal people feel about shit.
Yeah.
And she was not having it, dude. She's like, nah, you fucked up. You have fucked up now. You have fucked up.
What a fucking dumb bitch.
So,
dude.
I don't remember her name. I'm not even gonna. I'm done with playing into internet bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Bring your best five and a backup plan and come to my house, dude.
Come to the front fucking yard.
That is crazy. And it always is wild to me. Like, I always think that in the back of my head, like when I get on a tangent about how the government sucks and I don't like the way the country's ran, that people are going to come after me for, like, that I'm not a supporter of the vets or some shit. Like, so when my great-grandfather passed away, they had a thing, and I got to go receive a flag, his flag they gave, or was it the Legion or whatever? And that was like one of the coolest things.
It's a moving ceremony.
Yeah. It was awesome. And I tell my grandmother, I'm like, you know, when something happens, like I want JB's Purple Heart. Like, that's the one that he has that I want, you know. Like, I got nothing but respect and appreciation for people.
One of the things I dislike about the government is the bad things
they do to the fucking troops. Yeah.
They trick the troops. Like, so many troops come home with trauma from shit they've seen or been forced to do, and then they're not taken care of. Look at how much of our addict population is vets, our homeless population is vets. Well,
they do that because they know what they've seen, and they want to make homeless veterans seem crazy. Yeah. So if they do come out as whistleblowers, they won't believe them. Yeah. You know what I mean? If somebody is a homeless veteran that's been labeled as crazy is telling me about all this awful shit he's seen that the government's done, nobody's going to be inclined to believe them because they're crazy, quote unquote.
Dude, and it's shitty that it's this way, but genuinely, not like from a social point of view, but from like a coming back in any meaningful way. Like, you have a better chance as a sex offender of getting your life back than you do once you become a homeless person. Like, it is so much. Like, if you're genuinely on the street with no family connections, nobody, and you're out there for enough time to where you haven't had a shower in a while and you start looking rough, it's so fucking hard to convince anybody to fucking hire you or let you in a fucking hotel room, anything. Even if you get the money together. I mean, there's countless videos out there. Look, homeless people get the money for a hotel room from some YouTuber, and then the hotel won't even let them in. Yeah. Because they're worried that they got bugs and yada yada, and they might. But it's so, like, impossible to come back from, so it wouldn't be crazy to say that if one of these troops is a whistleblower, hey, just make him a homeless, crazy person. Yep. Because they'll never, ever come back from that.
It's crazy, dude.
Nobody will ever look at them. They'll never have a job again. It is sad. And then you got Fox News saying to kill the homeless. And your average person kind of just hates homeless people these days.
They do.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And I encounter plenty of homeless.
All the time, dude. I give them a cigarette and a couple bucks and tell them to have a good day, man.
Madison, dude.
Like a normal fucking person, you know?
9,000 people, and we have about 100 homeless people here because we have a Salvation Army shelter. Yeah. And, yeah, dude, a lot of them are drug addicts, but, dude, it would be even harder to live on the streets if you weren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's bad. But anyway, all that to say, support the troops. Stop giving them PTSD and then not helping them out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool to just take care of the homeless, take care of the veterans, take care of people that help are the backbone of the country? Like, I'm
the
not,
military budget is so high. Why aren't they doing
Why are
that?
they not?
It's
crazy to me. It blows my mind.
And then it's about to get worse. You saw the Hegseth shit. I mean, so I don't want to make we've had a light episode. I don't.
Yeah, it's been a fun episode. Go ahead.
Political.
Go ahead.
So.
Dude, pull out a train wreck, dude.
We're halfway through. Let's tell you why this place sucks, dude. No, but he went and gave that big bloated speech about how everybody's got to shave and everybody's got to pass the male PT test.
Who has to do that?
Everybody in the military. Basically, when he called all those generals together, it was to give them no more political correctness. He wants to go back to the Full Metal Jacket
Don't
style.
ask, don't tell.
He's the exact style of guy that watched Full Metal Jacket and was like, oh, the fucking army is fucking... What's the dude? The fucking dude that played the drill sergeant?
Lee Ermey?
Ermey.
Yeah.
Is badass. That's the type of... It is cool.
He thinks he's the protagonist in the movie. Yeah.
He missed the message of the guy losing his mind and killing him and all that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's just badass. But no, like, genuinely, he said we're going back to drill sergeants can cuss you out and put hands on you again. That's like a directive, like word of mouth.
Yeah.
Back to old grooming standards, which means it's still very tight in the military. You either have to basically be a Sikh, who's like the one religion where no matter what, you can't shave.
Yeah.
Or you have to have a skin condition. Those waivers are going to be gone now. So, like, even if you have a skin condition that makes you, like if you have psoriasis, it's hard. If you shave and shit, you're tearing up skin. Still got to shit, and it's going to dwindle down the military, who has record low enlistment numbers already. Right. Which is why they've relaxed things. I mean, honestly, it's not because the military got PC. They just realized the world has changed, and if they didn't let service members change with the world, they were going to have to reinstate the draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is probably coming.
Yeah. I mean, they changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War for a reason.
We're past the cutoff, right?
For
the draft.
I think it's 36.
Damn, I thought it was 29.
And it might be. I'm not sure.
And if we had an L. Murphy that could pull that up, dude.
Somebody out there, look it up.
Hey, Siri.
I mean, it's the selective service now.
What's the cutoff age for the draft in the United States of America?
Siri, what's this cutoff age for the draft in the United States of America? Siri, cutoff age for the draft.
Siri sucks, dude.
What does it say?
It says that didn't.
Siri. Hey, Siri.
Sometimes it's better just to type it out, dude.
Hey, Siri. What's the cutoff age for the draft in the United States?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the cutoff
in the United States. That is 26.
26.
All males aged 18 through 25 are required by law to register for the Selective Service System, with the late registration accepted up to their 26th birthday. While registration is mandatory, the United States has not had a draft since 1973, and a future draft would be determined by a random lottery system rather than an age-based selection. So males aged 18 through 25 are required, and then after 26 is the cutoff age for the draft. So,
well, if war were declared,
yes,
we would potentially. They might not give a fuck. You know what I mean? They might just pull you off to go do whatever.
Yeah.
But either way, it's all bad.
I got bone spurs, dude. I can't go.
Well, when I was 20,
that's what the felon president did. That's what I'm gonna do.
I tried to sign up for the Air Force, pull a lady like David did, and because I had a, what do they call it? Like a against my will hold in a psych ward before, automatic disqualification for serving in the military. I've also had recruiters hit me up after getting a felony.
Hell yeah.
And been like, no, I can't do it, dude. I'm a terrible drug addict.
And sometimes there's perks that, you know what I mean, besides the Percocets.
And then the government shutdown, which is, I'm pretty sure all of this is just to deflect from the Epstein stuff.
It is. Everything that's happened the past month has been a deflection.
It's crazy.
And then him talking about Amelia Earhart, dude.
Wrong files.
Wrong files, dude.
The History Channel already covered that.
Yeah.
We knew
Give
she
us
ran
Epstein.
out of gas.
Give
man.
us Epstein, my dude. And I am going to get up and get one of them watermelons.
It is all... I'll grab them
or
for
you.
You
grab them for me. Them
it
things
is
are
all connected,
delish.
Man.
It is, dude. They don't want us to know that the cult leader was on the plane.
He was on there.
To and fro to the Epstein land.
Yeah, and the whole kit and caboodle, they were all involved in the pedophilia. You got Peter Thiel and the Antichrist.
Pedophilia.
Peter Thiel, dude.
Peter Thiel.
You know, Peter Thiel is a perfect anagram for the reptile.
And that tracks.
He recently gave a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist.
Of course he did.
Weird for that guy to be interested in and giving a lecture on the Antichrist.
You know, when I was a kid, I once heard an old timer say that the end of the world wouldn't be televised. But as times went on, I definitely think it's going to be streamed somewhere. Yeah. They're probably going to put it behind a paywall. I think that's going to piss me off.
Arrest Greta Thunberg today, man. They had that global relief flotilla taking humanitarian aid to Gaza, and it was intercepted in international waters illegally by the Israeli military, and they arrested them all.
What's going to happen to Greta, you think?
She's going to get probably deported back home. I don't think they'll do anything. Like, the optics on that would be so, like, pedal to the floor. We're doing genocide. We're taking out anybody who's against us. It would be crazy. She really, people are going to hate hearing this because the media's turned on her, but she really is, like, the ultimate badass of our lifetime.
I love Greta Thunberg.
Like, she is at the forefront. Yeah. She is on a boat trying to go. This will be her second time getting arrested trying to take aid to Gaza, trying to go into a war zone.
She's our Che Guevara, dude.
She really is. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. She'll be on T-shirts one day.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
But that's fucked up.
You think we're going to be about... Like, you think ESPN's really going to charge for the end of the world? I feel like that's going to happen. I'm going to have to pay Peacock $9.99 to watch the end of the world.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's just a matter of time for all the... I mean, literally, Oracle just bought the American side of TikTok. So now all of these significant media apps are owned by, like, very right-wing tech, Trump-loyal individuals. Like, all of them. Facebook and Instagram, obviously. Now TikTok, X, Google by extension, YouTube. I mean, it's all owned by people who have very directly and aligned with Trump.
I don't think we'll have another election.
The new owners of CNN.
Do you?
No, that's a wrap. I actually think he's going to use this. I mean, we're going under martial law. He's declared war on the left. He's released this directive of what can be used to classify a pre-terrorist individual and being anti-capitalist, anti-government,
being trans,
being supportive of gender ideology.
Yeah,
it ain't good, folks. I've only been saying it for 10 years. You know what I mean? Since he first popped up and was saying the things he said and the way he said them, I said, "Oh, he's just straight up using the book Mussolini wrote on fascism. He's just doing those exact plans, throwing a little Nazism in there with it.
Yeah,
good blend of like, hey, this worked 100 years ago. Probably will work again.
Yeah, and it will. So that's where we're at. And you can't tell people this shit. They look at you like you're crazy. Like, there's no way he would do any of this or that he could do any of this. And I can assure you, he's going to, and he is, and he will.
And he has.
The Heritage Foundation, J.D. Vance. It's crazy. Did you see that video Gavin Newsom posted today of the AI J.D. Vance? Fat J.D. with the beard and the curly hair, like, on a couch? Yeah, he shared it. I think he took it down, but, like, he posted an AI video of... Gavin Newsom's all right. I fuck with him. He's decent.
I mean, a lot of the
for a sellout politician, fucking whatever.
A lot of my harder line leftists will disagree, but
I fuck with him.
To get us
where we need to go
out of the storm,
yeah,
we need a populist figure on the left, like a Newsom or somebody. We're not going to get our Sanders in there. We're going to be lucky if Mamdani wins this mayoral race that looks like it should be handed to him.
We need a Bashir Newsom ticket.
I think that would do it. One side wholesome, one side hawk. You know what I mean?
One side wholesome, one side Newsom, dude.
Yeah. And
that's what we need.
Just to right the ship, and then we can worry about all the other stuff, man. And I'm not saying that stuff's not important, but goddamn, dude. It's now or never. We're past the turning point. People keep saying, any day now we're gonna pass the point of no return. We're past it.
We've been there.
It is going to end in a revolution against the government. That's the only way. And I'm not calling for that.
No, but that's how it's going to end, yeah.
At the end of the day, democracy is over.
Yeah.
So either we have a authoritarian government forever, or at some point down the road, the people revolt. That's just the way history works. It's unfortunate. I'm thinking of going to China, brother.
Yeah, Shanghai's looking cool right about now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Shanghaiing my ass to Shanghai by noon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really...
what about Bangkok, man?
Thailand? Actually, dude, see, here's what sucks about Thailand. Super corrupt government, terrible, terrible sex crime place. But weed is legal, and, like, the few cool spots that are, like, English-friendly but not super touristy, I've heard are just, like, great, cheap to live in.
We could probably survive in Bangkok.
I could probably do... Well, that's the place you don't want to go, I've heard.
Oh, damn.
I've heard that's the place where, like...
Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's bad, yeah. But the saying Bangkok has them now.
Like, you and I could get sold into sex slavery in Bangkok. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Thailand's possible. Parts of China. I don't know how safe Canada's going to be, and also it's so goddamn cold.
It's also so goddamn close.
Yeah, exactly. It's close, and it's cold. Hear me out, man. I think Mexico. Parts of Mexico you could survive in. I think you could like last the war out down there.
On that thought of Canada, I have a friend. I have a friend that lives in Canada, and she owns. She's got her own. She sells shit, paintings, drawings.
I think
prints.
We're mutuals on Instagram now, if it's the person I'm thinking.
Anyways, follow the Harlequin Carousel.
Yeah.
I follow them on my page. You can find them on there. So does
This
Place Sucks.
Yeah.
But shout out to Nikki. She's cool. She sent me a shirt. I just got it in the mail the other day.
Sick.
I haven't. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow night to the show.
I've seen her artwork and shit, and it looks sick. It's definitely up
beautiful, amazing paintings. Like, just the talent is insane. But yeah, I got my shirt in the mail the other day. I'm gonna wear it to the next show I do. But I want to give her a shout out. Make sure you follow her page and buy some of her shit because it's cool. So, but you said Canada, and that's where she's from. So
Canada, yeah. I watch a lot of train TikTok. You know what I mean? People who just like take tourist trains,
hop on a train and go. Yeah.
Not just like, but there's like...
I'm not talking about a lost dog here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people that buy a fucking ticket.
Yeah, there's trains all over the world that like you just wouldn't even think about, like that are just for tourists. Like it's just the trip to like one locale and back. Like there's one you can get on out in the desert that's like an hour trip out to a scenic spot of the Grand Canyon and back. And it's just like 2 or 3 cars. But yeah, there's a lot of fun train trips in Canada. You can take railways plumb across the country.
Across.
Beautiful railways, man. Scenic. Canada wouldn't be terrible, man. But it's just so cold. I can't do the cold.
This isn't I'm trying to think of all the major spots in Canada because like there's
Toronto's on the east, like up by New York and stuff.
I think that's where she's from. And then
what's the
Calgary
French Canada?
Calgary and Alberta's on the left side. Right.
I think Calgary and Alberta's toward the center, and then British Columbia's on the west coast, and Vancouver. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the French Canada that starts with an Montreal? Yeah, but the city, Montreal, is on the east as well, I believe, and then Nova Scotia's up north.
Yeah.
Halifax.
Canada might be all right.
It does get super cold, but
you can't
if you're
own a gun there though.
If you're in in a place like Toronto, it's super expensive to live, but it's very modern. Like, take public transportation everywhere.
Right.
You don't have to be outside that much cold. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be terrible, but very close.
Very cold,
close.
Dude. So cold,
and
bro.
Cold.
God damn, it's cold.
I couldn't do it. But
wintertime's coming, man. Bro.
I don't think the U.S. government is going to invade, like, Baja California during the war, or, like, fucking the middle of the Mexican desert. Yeah. We can do the desert, brother.
Yeah,
imagine me and you just out in the fucking desert like a couple of cowboys.
Looking like
man.
Beavis and Butthead and Do America.
Yeah.
Just fucking roaming.
Chewing on the wrong cactus, dude.
Yeah.
Going inside a Rob Zombie music video.
Yeah, meeting up with our dads by a campfire.
Yeah, dude. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's
Beavis
a great
and Butthead
movie,
Do
dude.
America. This is a weird anecdote, but before the Harry Potter movies came out and the casting was announced and all that,
Beavis was going to play Harry and fucking Hermione was Butthead.
When I imagined Hermione, because she was supposed to have like really bushy hair and big teeth, I imagined her as the girl Butthead he meets inside the White House. Remember the chick that looks like him?
Yeah.
And he's like, I noticed you have bracelets.
I have braces too.
Yeah. That's what I pictured Hermione as. It's weird how, like, when you read a book that ends up becoming a movie, like, until you see the movie, you have this whole vision of the world in your head, and then it changes to match the way the director made the movie.
Yeah.
Like, the way I pictured Quidditch in Harry Potter was not big rectangular stands sticking up. I pictured, like, a huge, tall, round balcony. You know what I mean? Like a coliseum with only the top seats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's weird how that sort of stuff. And why do they get a pick, man?
Yeah.
And when you try to read it again, like I've read Harry Potter after the movies came out, you try to force yourself to imagine it how you used to, and you just can't.
Yeah.
I know you weren't a huge reader growing up. I used to be a big reader.
I read the first three. Chamber, or Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber, and then Prisoner of Azkaban. And by the time I had finished the third book, the movies were rolling so heavy that I just said, fuck it. And I didn't read the rest, and I watched the movies, which shame on me. Whatever.
Which is fine.
The only thing I hated about Harry Potter, the names, everybody's names were just silly.
Yeah.
And that's
a
the
lot
whole
of
point.
them were alliterative.
That's the whole point. I get it.
Like Severus Snape.
Stephen Duggary's and fucking...
Yeah. Well, the racial ones, like the only black guy was named Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
crazy.
The Asian girl was named Cho Chang.
See.
There was an incident on Twitter before she like revealed how bad she sucked, where somebody was like, "No Jewish students at Hogwarts, huh?" And she's like, "Anthony Goldstein, Hufflepuff."
That's crazy work, dude.
No, but she does suck. Did you see this recent spat she had with Emma Watson?
Yeah, I seen that on Instagram. Yeah.
Emma totally taking the high road. The most
Emma
you
rules,
could possibly say when the person who, I mean, for better or worse, bankrolled your life into existence when you were very young. You have this like undeniable link to forever when they are batshit insane.
Yeah, that's
because I mean, a lot of people take up for J.K. Rowling the same way they took up for Charlie Kirk without actually knowing any of the insane shit people are mad at her for.
Yeah,
like it's not just her saying, "I don't think trans women are really women." Sorry, it's her saying, "Every trans woman is a man that's a pervert that is trying to get into women's spaces to rape them." She has said like almost that verbatim.
Yeah.
And aligned herself with actual neo-Nazis in England. She's really gone off the rails.
She sucks, dude.
Somebody pointed out that in a recent photo she shared on X, Twitter, that you can clearly see a whole wall of black mold going up the fucking wall. And they're like, oh, this is super. They're like 10, 20 years ago, Stephen King was acting really weird. Like fans noticed in like early... social media days, and then he disappeared for like 6 months and then popped back on and was like, hey, I've noticed and I had a lot of weird posts from 6 months ago. I was living with black mold in my house. I think it was Stephen King. Might have been Dean Koontz or something. But they were living with black mold in their house and started to get really weird and aggressive towards people online. And, dude, it seemed, I guarantee you, she lives in like a super old fancy house in Scotland, in Dean's Forest. So I think it's probably just covered in mold.
Black mold will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah, it literally like reduces your like brain size. Like it like makes your brain shrink up, which just like heightens your aggression and shit. But anyways, Emma tried to take the high road, and she was like, she's an entitled little fucking wench, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
I got pegged for a Harry Potter fan one time because somebody seen my name was Wampus Cat.
Yeah.
And they were like, wow, you must really be deep in the lore, dude, if you know about the Wampus Cat house. And I was like,
and that's a recent thing,
yeah.
too.
And I was like, what the fuck you mean the Wampus Cat house? Like, well, you know, in that's like the American school. That's one of the houses, like Hufflepuff and all that shit. One of them's Wampus Cat. And I was like, well, kudos to that. Like, that's neat, but that's not.
I think it really lends credence to the theory that she has, like, a team of ghostwriters on the Harry Potter books.
Probably.
Because of how, like, much lore is packed in there. It just seems like she got really uncreative in a lot of spots, but she pulls from a lot of mythos. You know what I mean? And she's had accusations of, like, having a team. I mean, she's had accusations that she stole the whole plot.
I'm sure she did.
But I don't know about that.
Reds update. Mid-7th. Dodgers.
Don't say 2 to anything.
Dodgers are up 8-2, dude.
Fuck you, dude. And fuck
I don't want
everybody in that stadium, dude.
Ah, goddamn, I'm mad, dude. I'm so fucking mad, bro.
I don't ask God for anything anymore because he's
we
just
cannot
like
have fucking anything, bro.
Everything I want in life is apparently some life lesson I need to learn. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy.
No, I like stopped. You know, there was like a couple years there that I was like a pretty diehard MMA watcher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was watching one. I'd watch some Bellator. I was really into it.
One was probably my favorite aside from not just watching UFC. Like, I watched ONE FC a lot.
And this is a reason I'm a casual fan in general of anything. But the more I would become a fan of a fighter, the more I saw them just falling a fucking apart.
Well, remember
dude.
when we really got on the Israel Adesanya kick, dude, and what happened to him? Man?
I watched his career. I watched from before he was in the UFC.
When he was just kickboxing, yeah.
And then tried not to be a fucking fan, tried not to be like a hype guy, and then I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to make a fucking good run in the UFC.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Any of these guys.
I think his problem was he had a fucking 100 kickboxing fights before he was in the UFC.
Yeah. That does.
As good
so
as
like
that,
those Muay Thai guys,
as good as that made him, that's a lot of damage on your body, son.
It is. It's like the Muay Thai guys who come in and you're like, damn, I saw them like do Jackie Chan level shit on people for 100 fights. And then you get in the UFC and you get one dude who lands like a punch to your sternum at 200 miles an hour.
It's game over. I like Alex Pereira, though. Or Pereira.
I still like
Alex Pereira.
He's still got a great fighting style. But
yeah, I enjoy watching it. Hopefully he bounces back his next fight, wins.
He has too much other going on. What I have found about like people, if you want somebody to be like really, really, really good at that one thing, they got to be single-minded. I got no qualms like with comedy. I don't want to be the best comedian to ever live because I don't want to be the guy that only does comedy, that only cares about comedy. It's going to be big for me. I like comedy a lot. It's a big part of my life.
Right.
But to be great at something, you got to be single-minded. I'm a Renaissance man. I'm interested in many things.
Yeah.
Comedy right now and probably for a good chunk of time is like a 40% thing.
Yeah.
But I also got, music and fucking movies and all this
and the
other
podcast
shit.
and
Izzy got very into streaming and playing video games and into anime, and he has all these other interests, man.
Yeah. Sometimes that hurts you.
Didn't get single-minded enough.
Yeah.
Need some of this red 40, brother.
I know I'm be shitting blood for days now. Thanks, man.
The great way around the fucking food dye ban is that all these fucking dollar store snacks that are made in China, they don't have to listen to that, dude. Tariff on them, they went from $1 to $1.10. So, but the coffee tariffs are goddamn outrageous, dude.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Coffee's doubled in price, man.
We gotta stop this.
Knew it, dude. Trump
Top
doesn't
of the
drink
eight.
coffee.
Top of
Doesn't
the
give a
8,
shit.
Reds ball. We'll see how this works. By the time we get another update, the show will already be over. But appreciate you guys.
This one tastes weird. It tastes like Suboxone. You put Suboxone.
This is fentanyl.
This is fentanyl.
You put fentanyl in my cherry sours.
I do love that video, dude. Where they make the kid hit the smelling salts. And
Oh
like,
yeah, he's like,
is that fentanyl?
that fentanyl. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Smooth
dude.
operator, dude.
I like a prank video, man. Some of them are good, some of them are dumb, but there are a few good ones out there, man.
I'm very middle of the road when it comes to public pranks, man. It's got to be harmless or super funny.
There's a dude that's in jail currently that's facing a lot of times that was doing.
I don't like him.
Well, he started the trend of screaming in the store and then having a ghost screamer in the other side of the store to make it look like it was not him that did it. But what really got me,
I didn't even know.
yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my God, help!" And then like the people come over, like the workers or whatever, like, "You screaming in the store?" Like, dude, it wasn't me, bro. And then like they're about to kick him out, and a ghost screamer in the back has spawned and does the same thing, and they're
That's
like,
not terrible.
and he's like, "I told you, dude, it was me." That's like that's his thing. So he did one. It was my personal favorite, dude. It was amazing. So he got like, I don't know, 10, 15 people, and they all had red polos. He comes in dressed to the Target, yes.
I think I saw
And he's
this.
like, "All right, everybody, I need you all on a
Yeah.
register here." He's like, "Look, I'm training for this other store." Like,
is this what he went to jail for?
I don't know which one what he went to jail for. I just know he's that guy.
That is taking it a step too far.
It
I wouldn't
is.
say send him to jail for
No,
it. But
it's
if I worked,
crazy.
and if you were working
Yes, I
a
would be
retail
fucking
job
mad, yes.
and a bunch of assholes
Absolutely.
came in filming
Absolutely.
a video.
Yeah.
But also, at the end of the day, harmless. You know what I mean?
Nobody's really getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's the
Yeah.
kind of pranks I like, where nobody actually gets hurt.
Definitely annoying, but not...
And
Yeah.
I would rather watch that than most influencers anyways.
Yeah.
So...
But then you got these guys. Like, I know one dude went to like the Philippines and was like acting like a jackass to people and got
Vitaly.
arrested. Also, that
Or
dude
Vitaly, yeah, I'm
beat
pretty
the
sure
fuck
Vitaly.
out of his ex-girlfriend and is a pedophile. And
Yeah.
he was a pedophile buster.
Yeah, yeah.
I do see something weird about these vigilantes, man, because they're all... I'm not saying they're all sex offenders, but they all are beating up mentally challenged people for the most part.
Yeah.
1 out of 20 of... And I'm not saying that it means they are allowed to be pedophiles. They're not.
No, absolutely
But
not.
I do think we should sit back and go, what's going on here when they have Down syndrome?
Call their
When it's
fucking
clear.
life coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, get their parents out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look,
know.
I literally
If
watched...
you want to call the cops, too, like, by all means, do something.
For sure.
Because clearly they have access to the internet and are trying to perpetrate.
I watched
but don't beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
them.
I watched a video of one of those guys, and like the dude was there to meet a minor, young kid, whatever.
Coal miner.
A coal miner.
Coal miner's
And
daughter.
there you go. There you have it. And dude, this guy was clearly like, I'm not being fucking crazy here.
highly
Like,
regarded.
he had something going on. And I hated it because they beat the fuck out. And I was like, look, dude, I get what you're doing. I have no problem with you walking up and fucking bitch slapping a pedophile.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck, that's fine.
If they're fully
But clearly, like, if
mind.
somebody has some type of mental illness, there's clearly something going on. For me, it's hard to watch you beat the fuck out of them. Like,
Well, dude,
I get what they've done or what they're doing is wrong.
Stark
But like,
contrast between
I don't know, that's crazy,
To Catch
bro.
a Predator, and it's not just the production value.
no, yeah.
Every one of those predators on To Catch a Predator was like a truck driver, a teacher, a doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like fully functional adults in society.
I see some of these dudes, and I'm like, how the fuck can they even figure out the internet to talk to fucking kids?
90% of these people are showing up, and they're like barely verbal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm not saying, like I said, they should definitely be kept away from kids, but they're not doing it, I think, for the same reason as like a pedophile creep who like wants to prey on children because they get off on like breaking innocence or whatever the fuck. They're doing it because they think they're kids too.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking get those people just away from kids.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
should not be working a computer like that.
But beating the shit out of them, I mean, then did we beat the shit out of them for doing anything wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they do a lot of stuff wrong.
And I get, we don't know.
Rule of thumb, I think if somebody has shit their pants in the last year, they should get a full mental evaluation before you beat them up. That's what I feel like.
I agree.
And then, yeah, I do think there's something. A lot of those like really die hard. In the month of September alone, 14 people who are like vocally conservative, anti-pedophile people on Facebook were caught with child porn on their computer in a massive FBI sting.
I like when the RNC's in town and Grindr fucking has to shut down because it's so overloaded.
There's a guy on Twitter today or on one of the social media platforms today who's like, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, he's like, you got 24 hours to refund the government and swear in the new Democrat that won in Arizona, or I'm going to release your Grindr profile.
And that's heavy.
And I'm sure he's got one. I mean, it's like it's not a caricature for no reason.
Yeah.
Of the anti-gay conservative politician who's secretly gay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're good at that.
And it's a lot of these anti-pedophile fucking people.
Yeah.
Are, you know.
Anything to cover their tracks, man.
It's weird. It's just, you know, it's been the whole game of the Trump administration to ride the Jeffrey Epstein QAnon train. And it's like, did they not know where the last stop was going to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Their
Like
front door.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, shit. Have we made it all this way already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It just flew on by.
It's a good episode, bud.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to say to the crowd?
We got too reckless. Look at my empty-ass calendar up there.
And it's good.
September was packed.
Because it's October, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to do... Well, I got AFI coming up this weekend. Forgot to put it on the calendar. But
and then the 24th is the party.
Yep, 24th, my birthday party here at the house. Hit me up for details on that.
Yeah.
And then November, we got Skank Fest, and when we get back...
We're both on the Comet for that showcase, yeah.
I got a Pro-Am that same week.
Hell yeah.
I think maybe like the day before or the day after. I don't remember which night of the week that show's on, but...
Hell yeah. I think it's a Friday, or
it might be
Thursday.
It might be a weekend, actually. It might be a Friday night.
Might be. I need to look. But
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's
exciting
about all that's
shit
going on. Check out Honeymoon Skateboards.
Yep.
Check out our sister podcast, Front Me Till Friday.
Yep.
Check out our friends at Drunk Buds. And what's Vince's new podcast called?
You know, hold on. We're going to pull that up real quick.
Yeah,
our buddy Vince, another comedian from Cincinnati.
Very funny comic
Vinny,
from Cincinnati.
Cool.
Sauce House.
Sauce
House
yep.
podcast. And then, you know, while we're at it, Claw Machine Pod. The Cincinnati area has a lot of good pods going on right now.
A lot of good shit.
Good little scene.
Yeah.
Good little scene.
Good little scene. Good little time. Red Legs, we'll see you next year. Cincinnati had a great season. We love you, Cincinnati. The Bengals are probably not going to have a good season, but at least the Reds kept us entertained through the summer, and we made it to October. We made the October baseball. We made the playoffs.
We're going to bring the title home.
And we're going to bring the title home at some point. Till then, this place sucks.
This place sucks. We love you guys. Mwah.